What's up, everybody? It's your boy Mr. Cheap Sense here, just getting in, and I've been thinking about videos I can do, and I have a few suggestions. One, I did tell a subscriber I was going to do today, but I'm not ready for that one yet. So what I'm going to do is I already did a fall and winter list, but I decided to do another one, and I'm going to try to mix it up a little bit different fragrances from the one I had on before. Some of them may still be on here. Some of them may be now on the honorable mention list. So without further ado, to get the honorable mentions out of the way, these fragrances I'm just going to do for the fall. I'm not going to really focus on winter. Even though these could be used in winter also, just to be a little bit different than my other fall / winter video. I'm just going to do this one as fall. So first up is Aramis. And it is one of those spicy kind of fragrances. It almost kind of reminds you of what's on the front of this box. Looks like flames. It's hot. It is spicy. It is strong. It is loud. It kind of has similarities to Lapidus Pour Homme when you smell it. To me, it kind of smells like it has like slight sweetness to it, but it is spicy as hell. I got this one from TJ Maxx and it was $19.99, and I've had this one for a while. They have flankers to these, but they're not so much for fall or winter. So this is the one I'm going to run with. This is the original Aramis. Next up, you know, some of these fragrances are super sweet and are a little too cloying for the summer, and some for spring, because it is kind of warm on some spring days, but more for fall and winter. Some of these fragrances will probably be perfect. And one of them that I like a lot is Versace Eros. I know I may get some flack for this one because a lot of people don't really like this fragrance. Why, I don't know. They tend to like Versace Eros Flame better, which it is a toned down version of this, in which, personally speaking, this is a great club scent. It cuts through all those other fragrances if no one else has on what you have on. But this is a nice fragrance. I don't know what all the hoopla is about, why people don't like it. Maybe they're just wearing it at the wrong time, or maybe it just doesn't suit them. But whatever the case may be, I'm one of the advocates for it. I like it. Flame actually threw me for a loop, because I actually thought that Flame was going to be, you know, like with a name like Flame, I thought it was going to be, you know, something a little spicy, whatever. But it ended up being just a toned down version of this one. So no complaints from me if people like Flame better, but this one would work perfect for me in the fall, and I am going to rock it. So Versace Eros. And if you don't have Eros, English Laundry has one that smells identical damn near to this, and it is Oxford Blue. So if you can't afford or can't find something like this size, I think this is 30 ml, yeah, for a reasonable price, or even a 50 or 100 ml for a decent price, depending on your price or your financial situation, then go for Oxford Blue. I'm telling you, if you spray these side by side, most people won't even be able to tell the difference. Oxford Blue is a damn good fragrance. It lasts probably about the same amount of time as this one. So if you don't want this one, check out Oxford Blue. My next honorable mention, the next two are probably going to piss some people off, because these are damn good fragrances and people don't really talk about them as much as they used to, especially one of them. The one I'm about to show you now, a lot of people talk about because it is the EDP version. I have the EDT, which is the one I had first, and I just so happened to be in TJ Maxx in, where was I? I think I was in Savannah, Georgia, and ran into this one by surprise, and it is Dolce & Gabbana the one, or Dolce & Gabbana the one EDP. Like I said, I have the EDT, and I sprayed this on my hand when I was on my way home from Savannah that one particular day, and this thing lasted a long time on my hand, way longer than the EDT. But don't get it twisted. If you can't find the EDP for a decent price, then find the EDT for a decent price. They smell almost identical. This one is definitely a little stronger and lasts a little longer. But the EDT is not that bad. It's more of a close encounter scent. So it gets you at least a few hours. Go on your date, whatever you're going to do, dinner, come back, do the Humpty dance or the hibbity dibbity or whatever you want to call it, and go on about your business. So not a bad fragrance. And last but not least is one I haven't worn but maybe one time since I've had it, and I need to get some wearing out of it this fall and winter. But this is Armani Code Profumo, and this is a very nice fragrance. Very nice. It's sweet, almost gourmandish. I like it a lot. Just the weather didn't permit me to wear it because it was so hot. But I like it a lot. You can find this one sometimes at discounters. I know I've seen this at TJ Maxx several times. Mostly the smaller bottle. This one is 60 ml. I think it's like the 40 or the 50 ml that I found before. I didn't buy it because the price was ridiculous. But if you can find this one at a reasonable price somewhere, pick it up. This one ran about, I think, $80, $90, or $100. I didn't buy it. At the time, a friend of mine bought this for me when we were helping her move, and we were in Atlanta. And so I appreciate it greatly. But that's Armani Code Profumo. Now I know you guys are wondering, what the hell is Mr. Cheap Scents going to throw into this video of his top 10 fall fragrances? Well, I'm going to tell you. Most of them are going to be gourmandish or sweet type fragrances. There are others that I could throw into this list. One of them I think I'm going to change right now, so give me a second. Alright, so let's get started. One of them I had to take off because there is already one fragrance on this list that kind of smells like the fragrance I just took off. And when I get to that particular fragrance, I'll let you know. First, at number 10, I'm going to go with Sculpture Homme. Some people may disagree. This fragrance to me is a little bit too cloying for the summer because it is a sweet fragrance. I can rock this one better in the fall, not the winter. It's not strong enough to cut through that cold winter's air. Fall would be nice. I may get some flack for this one, but to my nose, it's just, I even wore this in the winter one time. You can see I have used it, and it was a little bit too sweet for me in the winter. I mean in the summer. So spring and maybe fall is perfect for this, in my opinion. We don't get super cold winters here, so even in October when it's supposed to be cold, it's literally hot here. So with that being said, number 10 spot, Sculpture Homme. Number 9 spot. I'm going to go with this one. This is one I got, I think, in a trade with a subscriber. And this is Eau de Toilette Concentration. And this is Pure Tonka. Definitely way too sweet, way too syrupy for the winter. For summer. More suitable for fall. I don't know about winter because I've never worn this one, so I can't tell you guys exactly how this one performs. But I do know I've smelled this, and this would be perfect for fall. So Terry Mugler's Pure Tonka, number 9 spot. Number 8 spot. One that is super sweet and gourmandish, and actually has the right definition of gourmand fragrance. This has the note of tiramisu in it, and it is from the house of Salvatore Ferragamo. This is Uomo. And I tried to wear this one once when it was hot, and I figured, yeah, I'm going to be inside. It's cool inside, and I'm telling you, when I started sweating, just walking across the street, it was so hot. Early that morning, the sun wasn't even out yet. It was so muggy here because we have that moisture in the air from the swamp and the oceans and stuff like that. And it was so hot. This got so cloying that it will almost make you sick. So this is more for fall and winter. And yes, my atomizer is different because this was a tester bottle. So don't give me no shit on that. But this is Salvatore Ferragamo's Uomo. I love this fragrance, but damn, this is super sweet. Number 7. I think this one would definitely be good for fall and winter. A lot of people don't like this fragrance. Why, I don't know. Maybe because it's boozy and maybe leathery or something like that. And they don't have the balls to wear something like this. I'm a man's man. I'm really just getting into these type of strong fragrances. But I like this one a lot. And when people started hyping this and saying, especially Joy, I mean, how good this was, I jumped on it. It was $20 some odd online, and it is Bentley for Men Intense. Mean ass bottle. This is one of the nicer bottles in my collection. I have quite a few others that look nice, but this is fire. Trust me. If you want something that's gonna cut through the coldness, this is the one. Strong, boozy. I got compliments when I wore this one. Give it a shot, guys. 7 spot. Bentley for Men Intense. Number 6. This is one that actually was given to me, or I did a trade. This is Alexandria Fragrances. This is Fade to Black. This is the one I wore to my stepdad's pastoral anniversary, and I had on my suit. Well, I had on the shirt, the tie, and the slacks. I didn't have on the jacket. It was a little too hot for that jacket. But this has sweet honey tobacco, and it's kind of fruity. Perfect for the cold weather. I actually wore it that particular day because this is one of those fragrances where you wear it dressed up. I love this fragrance. I'm glad I have it, and I'm glad that I have subscribers like you guys who hook me up with stuff like this. Otherwise, I probably would never even get my hands on any of it, but I appreciate it greatly. So at my number 6 spot, this is Alexandria Fade to Black. Next up is one that you guys probably have never heard of, and if you have, kudos to you. I mentioned a flanker of this fragrance a couple of days ago, and this is number 8 in that same line. This is Imperial number 8. And this one is definitely fall in this bottle. Almost looks like a Tom Ford bottle. Very nice. And I just realized that you can see through this bottle. So you can see the juice. Has that sweet vibe to it like the rest. Not overpowering. It's kind of hard to describe because I've actually never worn this one, but I have tested it, and it still has the same kind of vibe as the rest of these fragrances. That strong, manly type vibe to it. That's what you get. At the number 4 spot, which is the one I just swapped out, I had Valentino Uomo in this one, but I have another fragrance that I replaced it with. And I think you guys are going to like the top 3 in this one because it's not anything that a lot of people talk about, which makes my channel a little bit different from others because most people do the typical list and they have those fragrances that everybody already knows about and that everybody constantly talks about all the time. And I'm not an advocate for talking about the same type fragrances over and over and over. This one is one that a lot of people don't talk about anymore, and it is Givenchy Pie from Givenchy. And some other reviewers talked about this fragrance, and it made me go out and get it. Very gourmandish type fragrance. The bottle is different than anything I have in my collection. I actually have a flanker to this, which is Pie Neo, which is a freshie. But this one is gourmandish. I switched it out because this is one I rarely even talk about. And I rarely hear any other reviewers these days talk about this fragrance. And if they do, it's not often that you're going to hear it be on somebody's list because they always pick the obvious stuff that everybody else has. But this is not a bad fragrance. And if you can find this one for a decent price like I did, pick it up. Trust me. The number 3 spot, this one is one I actually was going for a whole different fragrance, and when I ordered it, I ordered the wrong one. And luckily, I was able to fix the problem. I was able to correct it by just keeping it and just ordering the one I wanted from the beginning. But the one that came is from the House of Zara. And this is from the Tobacco Collection, and this is Intense, Dark, and Exclusive. And this thing is nice. I love this fragrance, man. Very nice. Some people might disagree with me picking this for my fall list, but I actually like this one for the fall list. It's nice. It lasted when I wore it even in the summer. So, go figure. I'm going to rock it this fall. I think it's just the right weather. Even if I don't wear it to work, maybe like going on a date or, you know, maybe just going to a bar or something like that, which I don't do bars and all that kind of stuff and clubs anymore. But, you know, if I was to go somewhere, you know, kind of laid back and chill where you have on some decent clothes, not anything like super dressy like a suit, but, you know, just some casual clothes on when it's a little chilly out. You maybe got on your turtleneck or your button-up sweater type deal or whatever. You know, you want to lay back, go to Applebee's or Olive Garden or something like that and just relax and kick it with somebody, then, you know, I think it will work. Next up is actually the fragrance that I was gunning for. At the time, this was highly talked about from the House of Zara. This is the only one besides 9.0 that people were talking about. And it is from also the Tobacco Collection. This is Rich, Warm, and Addictive. And when I finally got my hands on this one, I was so ecstatic. And I got compliments galore. Excellent atomizer. That coconut vibe that's in this, that coconut note, is what gives this a distinctiveness from other fragrances from this collection. Zara usually has like a bunch of freshies and summer type fragrances, and they don't really talk about their darker lines that much. Kind of shower gelish type smell, but that coconut, I don't even like coconut, but in this aspect, the coconut gives it a distinct smell, and I like it. Very nice. So that's number 2. And at the number 1 spot, this is the one that actually replaced my Valentino Uomo. Don't get it twisted. Valentino Uomo is a great fragrance, but I wanted to go different and not give you guys the normal fragrances. And this one is also from the house of Zara. And I'm not sure if this is supposed to be a clone of Valentino Uomo, but it does smell similar to it. And it's been noted and stated by several other reviewers. And I like this one. And if you cannot find Valentino Uomo for a decent price, then my suggestion for you would be to pick up Zara 9.0. Very, very good fragrance. It's damn near identical to Valentino Uomo. It does have a little bit fresher vibe to it. It says it has bergamot, which is a citrus, juniper, coriander, pepper, cardamom, orris, vetiver, amber, and cedarwood. And I swear that it almost smells identical. It's not powdery like Valentino Uomo is. This is just a fresh version of it. But I think it would also work well in the fall also. I wore this when it was summer, still early summer. And I got compliments with this. The sillage, the scent trail, everything was, it was there. Long lasting fragrance. Highly recommended. Normally on Zara's website, you can get a 2-pack of Zara fragrances for about, depending on what kind of sale they have going on, you probably can find 2 of these in a box set for $20. You probably can find them for cheaper, sometimes $15. I've also seen them for like $10. I guess some of the stuff they just be trying to get rid of. But Zara does not make that bad fragrances, guys. Check them out. Do your homework first. Don't just go on Zara's website or walk into a Zara store and just start grabbing stuff. Please do your homework. Martin Martinez. If you want to know about Zara fragrances, he is the one right now that I can think of that I am actually subscribed to that does almost all Zara. He does do other fragrances, but if you have any questions about any Zara fragrances, because I'm not a guru, I don't know about all these fragrances, I only just tell you guys from my perspective what I like and what I think about fragrances. But Martin Martinez is one that you should follow or at least subscribe to. And even if you don't want to subscribe to his channel, please just go over, pick whatever video you think you could be interested in, watch it. If you don't like his content, you don't have to subscribe, but I subscribe to it because I like Zara fragrances and I'm actually interested in getting more. And he does his homework. He buys the fragrances, he sprays them, he tests them. So, and then he does videos where he asks other females what do they think of fragrances. He was doing some out of town. I think he was like overseas somewhere. I forgot where he said he was going, but beautiful women on the beach, and he just walks up to them, asks them what do they think. Nightclubs, he does the same thing. So check him out, guys. Martin Martinez. That is my list of 10 fall fragrances. If you disagree with any of these, please let me know. If you like this list, let me know. If you think I should have put something else in the list, let me know. Fair assessment on my part. This is what I like. This is what I'm going to be rocking with. Of course, I have others that I could throw in the list, like Versace, Sauvage can be thrown in that list. La Nuit de L'Homme can be thrown into that list. Ferragamo F Black can be in the list. I have like 2 John Varvatos. I have Dark Rebel Rider and the Platinum that could be thrown in that list. What else? I have several fragrances that could be thrown into that list. Oh, Fendi Absolute can be thrown into that list. Like I have some Perry Ellis's that I could have threw in that list. Black Bold by Kenneth Cole could have been thrown into that list. Like I have a bunch of fragrances that I could have mixed and matched and threw in this, but these are to me the strongest ones that I have besides Versace Man and Fendi. But these are the ones I'm mostly gonna be rocking and testing. So yeah, that's about it, guys. Any other suggestions? Please let me know. Whether you think I should do a comparison video on something? Do you think I should do any other type of video? Let me know. Give me ideas. Something you guys would like to see me do. As long as it's not me shave my beard or put a damn shirt on, I'm open to any other suggestions. And me cussing, because this is my channel and I can do what the hell I want to do. And if you don't like it, then you can easily either unsubscribe and subscribe somewhere else, or you can just choose to not watch my videos and stay subscribed. Either way, you're not going to kill me. I'm not making money off of this. It is what it is. Anyway, here's to smelling great, and I'm out. Peace.